we interrupt the church year of ordinary time to celebrate the feast of February the 2nd. It's not about anything in Punxsutawney, which you don't want to hear anyway, if you haven't already. It is the feast of the presentation of the Lord. Heard the story, and we saw the pageant before Mass this morning, a lovely little bringing of this together with our youth in front of the parish. We need to see our youth as part of parish life, and that's very important that we do these kinds of things. And they learn too by doing and being part of these things. But the feast is about Mary and Joseph being faithful to the law and taking the baby, the firstborn in this case, fulfilling the law and presenting the child with a sacrifice to God. The offering of the animals, the thanksgiving to God for the gift that was given to them in their child. The sacrifice is a sacrifice of thanksgiving. Now, what I would like to focus on with you today is sacrifice, because that's a part of everybody's life, but I'm not sure we know what it means and what it's supposed to do for us and why we need to bother. Those of you who are students of antiquity, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and the notion of the pagan gods of the nations of the past. The gods of Rome, of Greece, of Babylon, of all of the world religions, particularly the Greek and Roman, and we won't get into all the details, we're generalizing here today. But the gods were sacrificed to. They made offerings, burnt offering. They created idols to worship them, the golden calf, whatever, all of the items that could focus on this is the way we better worship the gods, because if we don't, we're going to be punished. The gods won't love us, or they won't do what we want, and we're in trouble. So that there was fear behind this sacrificing to the gods. They had to be placated. Otherwise, like Thor would throw thunderbolts and all of the storms and all of that. Now that still kind of plays in our minds that you better be right with God or he's going to punish you. That's not what our faith is, because from the pagan gods, when we come into the revealed religion of Israel and then Christ in the New Testament for us, the notion of sacrifice takes on a whole different appearance. It's not about fear that God will punish. That bell might say, go sit down. But I'm not yet. The biblical notion of sacrifice is everything is gift, life. And then the new life which came in Israel through the exodus out of Egypt into the promised land. God did all of this for us. We did not. And from the Exodus, they go back to creation. All of everything that is God's gift. Life is God's gift. We don't generate it. We don't control it. We don't deserve it. It is a gift. Now, this notion of gift, if we don't get this, we miss a lot of things. It's the difference between a gift and something that I deserve. You owe me. I earned this. Think of all of the ways, how many things in our life where we feel shortchanged because we're not getting what we deserve. There's a lot of grumbling in our lives and unhappiness and misery that we've been shortchanged by somebody or others. We've not gotten our just due. In the biblical notion before God, everything is gift, and the primal response is thanksgiving. Thank you, Lord, for the gift that I have, that you have given me, that I don't deserve. And that begins with our own life. We don't create life, only God creates life. Very important that we not act like we do. Every human being comes from God, while the biology of that is in the parents. The eternal life of God is infused not by human agency. That is God's share in eternal life. Now, what about the sacrifice? Why do we need to sacrifice? Why did they need to sacrifice in the Bible? And what does sacrifice mean in all of this? Coming across, in preparing for the weekend, I came across a wonderful meditation on this by Father Ronald Rolheiser, entitled The Anatomy of Sacrifice. The Anatomy of Sacrifice. What does sacrifice mean? The surrender of something of value for the sake of something else. And then he gets into the Abraham story. Now, you know the story of Abraham and Sarah conceived Isaac in their late years. And then God asked Isaac to go up the mountain and prepare to sacrifice Isaac and to kill him and offer him to God. Now, all over the years, I've spent more time trying to understand and asking people questions. Why did God make him do that? Why would God make Abraham kill his own son? That's not the point of the story. The story is that God gave a gift to them that they did not create. It's a gift. Part of that is giving back. And now this is where he gets into it. This is the point, and this is new for me. In order for something to be received as a gift, it must be received twice. And what does that mean? A gift by definition is something that is not deserved but given freely. What is our first impulse when we are given a gift? Now think about when you have received a gift of great value or something that you did not expect. What is our first response? I don't deserve this. Now, some people say, bring it on. But think about our instinctive response when it's something totally expected. I can't take this. I don't deserve this. This recognition, this honor, this gift of whatever that is. In essence, that gesture, that healthy instinctual response, is an attempt to give back the gift to the giver. I don't deserve it. Take it back. What does the giver say? No, I want you to have it. We get it back the second time. So it's given. We try to return it. And then it's given back. I want you to have it. Then we receive it the second time. It is now more properly ours because by trying to give it back, we recognize that it was a gift. Always will be unmerited and undeserved. This is the essence of sacrifice. To properly receive anything, including life itself, requires that we recognize it precisely as a gift, something undeserved. Now, where do you hear that today? Not a lot. I deserve everything I get plus. As opposed to, what am I given that I have nothing to do with and didn't earn? All of our faith is about gifts received, not what we earn before. We don't earn anything before God. You can't earn God's love. You already have it. You've got to figure out what to do with it. For example, this underlies all of ancient sacrifice. A farmer would harvest a crop, but before he or his family would eat even a mouthful, they would take the first fruits, offer it in sacrifice to God, and the smoke going up reflected that God was receiving the gift, who was the real giver of the crop. God gave the abundance. And thanks to God for the crop by which the community is fed. After sacrificing some of this, then the farmer and his family could enjoy the gift without guilt. By trying to give it back to the author, they made themselves more aware that it was a gift. Now they can enjoy it without guilt. That is the inner essence of all sacrifice. We would enjoy our lives considerably more if we understood that. That is our challenge. How many times have you said, When you do for others, it comes back to you. Duh. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. The doing for others is sacrificial. Love, placing the other first, is a sacrifice. Because really, I want to put me first and you second. And if I'm not careful, most of my values are about me, preserving and getting for me. The sacrifice of life, love, is the way we receive the other, the needs of the other as gift. And in responding, we receive back a gift. Life is the exchange of gifts, not of entitlements. And to live a life where everybody owes everybody else is very boring and very sad. And there's a lot of unhappiness and misery because we never have enough. And we're being shortchanged by everybody. Watch out, don't let people rip you off because they'll, if you let them. You've got to watch out for these very, very cynical attitudes. Gifts given and gifts received. The whole notion of pro-life. We don't own life. We didn't make it. It is a divine gift. And from the beginning to the end, it is God's. So all of the secular rhetoric that says, do what you want with it, be violent, be a vandal, destroy it, dismiss it, does not consider life as gift. And therefore it is ruined and lost. That's the ultimate tragedy of life. So I think we all need to have some reality therapy spiritually about sacrifice. Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross for us. Gave himself to God. What did God do? Gave him back to us in the resurrection. Everything that we give as gift is given back as gift. Now, and that's our eternal destiny. We have to get this down somewhere in life if we're to figure this life out in the time given to us. Everything is gift. Needs to be respected and shared as gift. And if we get this better, our general attitude about everything in life shifts. There is peace, there is joy, and there is great hope. Itself